Yeah, Cool Collectors are so cool, man. They're like the best band I've ever worked for. I'd love to work with them again.
What is it that I really like about Cool Collector? I guess it was the beginning of a lot of things for me. It was good memories. I mean, I really can't believe it was 10 years ago, and a lot's changed since then. I guess for Mike especially, or Michelle as he's now known. I mean, yes, a big change. The how do you call it? Gender reassignment. I mean, a lot of people ask me how he's doing. How she's doing. Really well. Last time I saw her, looked great. Wearing a nice frock, some lovely shoes. Still has the tash. In fact, looked a little. I'd say, yeah, I think looked a bit like Miss Danny Minogue.
And I follow the band everywhere they play, really. I mean, it's mostly in Australia. Mostly in one venue in Australia, but I do follow them around all of those venues in Australia.
In fact, I've had an email today saying they're going to be making a film about the making of that for the 10th anniversary, and they want to know who I wanted to play myself in the film, so a no-brainer really. I said Jackie Chan.
Like, guys are really, really cool, man. Like, we've had our problems, but they've all been sorted out really well.
Obvious likeness, plus, I mean, I'm quite into martial arts. See, it's obvious.
They're good guys, that good times together. I mean, sometimes I've got to introduce myself a lot to the band, basically every time I meet them, because they forget who I am.
I'm not sure who's going to play the rest of the band. No idea who's playing Michelle. I think Samuel L. Jackson might be lined up to play Seb. That's all I know. But
yeah, they're the best boy band ever.
Prior to me working with the band, they had another guy called Jake working with them. Really nice guy. Don't know where he is now. He's a bit soft. It's tricky. I mean, I don't want to speculate, but the reason I was called in was to give Jake a rest, because some members of the band were making advances on him, and he just couldn't take it. There was a funny rumour also that members of the band beat Jake with a stick, and I find that very difficult to believe. It just seems unlikely. Such nice, kind, gentle guys, really friendly. I mean, if they were beating Jake, I should imagine it's because he asked them to.
Yeah, no, the guys they're like perfect gentlemen, man. I love all Australians.
I think what I loved about their music was the energy. The energy, very energetic, very melodic. Timeless. I mean, we're still talking, we're here today. People are interested in their music still today, 10 years later. And that's great. I mean, 10 years is almost a decade. I wonder, will the band ever be seeing this documentary? Because if so, I took them all immediately. Really, really nice guys. If anything, a bit too friendly with each other.
I look forward to the second record, and it's quite a pleasure to be able to be here. I mean, checking the whole experience out as it goes along, and getting to drink beers with the guys. I mean, I buy them a lot of beers. I buy them an awful lot of beers. Well, I mainly buy all the beer.
I was just doing my job.
What is your job?
It's my job, it varies, but it's just to get along with people and make things happen. That's what I do, I make things happen.
Is that your beer?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Awesome, thanks.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. No bothers, mate, no bothers.
What was the most recent thing that I made happen? Interesting. I made a coffee happen earlier. It was a good coffee. I mean, it took a bit... real beans. I mean, me and a friend of mine, we were grinding in the kitchen for a while. But it was worth it, we made it happen.
I basically buy the band beer. I have to introduce myself to them all the time, and they only play in one venue. But apart from that, it's really good, I really, really like it. They still don't know my name.
I mean, people ask me, what is a Cool Collector? And I guess for me it has a different connotation. I think of, a member of the band, either Seb or Scott or Kieran, or even the other one. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I've never really known what a Cool Collector was, and it seemed rude to ask at the time.
He's recording.
Moustaches aren't really my thing. It's the connotation, which part of the connotation of the moustache is down to Michelle, actually, who still sports the moustache, which I think a lot of people find confusing. Kind of the appearance of a woman, but with the moustache of a man. Someone recently asked me what was my least favourite part of working with Core Collector, and I think the end was my least favourite part, when it was all over. I've got to say that, because they might see this. Am I going to get charged for this wine, by the way?